Rudy T. I sent him another link.
Hello, Steve.
Hiya.
Am
All
I
right.
on?
Good. Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Guess what? Stephen got the time wrong again, as usual.
Yeah.
He went over. He went. Sorry about that, Nino.
Okay,
It's my fault.
it's all
Uh,
right.
okay, folks. Don't forget comments, please, in your right hand side. And we have got quite a lot of people on at the moment on my radio. So what I would do, I'm going to interview first, then you can have your comments afterwards. Um,
Okay.
any any bad comments, you will be removed, and I mean it. Okay. Good evening. You all right?
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
How are you? Yeah.
I'm fine.
Good. Good. Um, so what have you been up to lately then?
Well, I've gotten contacted by a couple of local bars and clubs that are letting me know that when they open, they would like for me to come in. So I'll probably be doing that. And I have some stuff going on for Space Coast Comics because besides being the ETA cover artist and musician, I'm also a comic book artist, cartoonist. So they've been contacting me, and I've got some things going for Space Coast Comics and whatever else comes along.
Okay. So let's get on to your comics first, then we get onto your music after. With your
Okay.
comics, say if, say if, say if I came along and went, Nino, I want you to do me a comic,
Do you
like
come?
a cartoon comic,
Right.
right? Now, number one, what do you look at, and how long would it take you?
Well, I'd look at all the reference material that I can get, like every picture that I can get of you, not just a picture of you looking towards the camera, but looking left and right, from behind, all angles, uh, and then I'd ask what is it that the story is going to be all about? Do you have a script or do you have an idea? And I flesh things out with layouts and thumbnails, and we take it from there.
Right, okay. And so how long would that take you to do?
It depends on how many pages you would like it, because if it's a full 22-page comic book, then it's going to be I would say roughly about maybe 3 or 4 weeks to draw, and then you've got to wait for it to get sent to the printers and published. So about a month.
Okay. And what kind of comics have you done so far then?
Well, so far I've been doing my own my own series of books for my own character that I created. I created the Unbelievable Laundry Detergent Man. Uh, I like
what what was that about?
Yeah, it's all about a nerd that works in his grandfather's laundromat, and one night hi Teresa, he gets he's minding the store, and some gang members come in to rob the laundromat, and he gives them a fight, and they decide to make him drink some laundry detergent, except it's unbelievable laundry detergent, and later that night he becomes the hero, and he's tough on crime, and He's cleaning up the neighborhood.
Right. So if someone came to you and said something about a topic, so let's stick a topic out, or about mental health, say.
Mental health. Well, if it's a topic like that, mental health, I wouldn't go into it like jokingly. They might take it the wrong way, like I'm making fun of them.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
would That would have to be more along a serious storyline, because that's not something that a lot of people will take lightly, and they'll be offended by it if you're doing it the wrong way. So the subject matter, let's say it's you, Steve, okay, and you become a superpowered hero. Then we can have fun with it, and we can have you doing things like breaking down walls and catching criminals and these kind of things. But if it's something along the lines like mental health, let's say it's something like autism, you can't be making fun of those things.
No, no. So how about David Black, say? No,
Who?
he's
David Black.
David Black.
Okay, good to see
Uh,
you, David.
So
Well,
how about him? So if you wanted to make up a comic about him, what would you do?
well, I have to get to know David, but if I didn't know David at all, then I'd take my liberties, and David would probably save his money until he can find me one day and punch me in the nose, because I would probably make it a humorous comic book. But if I got to know David and we worked something out, I don't know. I guess if he's an ETA, I can make him a superpowered ETA, where he's on the stage singing, and after the show, he goes out and fights crime, and comes back and saves the day as a super ETA.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think David Black would be a good superhero.
Well, anybody can be a good superhero.
Yeah. Who is your superhero?
Well, my superhero was my father, but he passed away, so now he's my super guardian angel. Uh, but my favorite hero, uh, I don't know. I guess I would have to say all of them. My favorite artist creator was Jack Kirby, the king of comics. Uh, and I have other different heroes in the art world. I like a lot of Picasso's work, and I like a lot of Salvador Dali's work, and these kind of things. Some contemporaries, and some comic book artists, and some cartoonists, and some animators, and a little bit of everything.
Yeah, yeah. Um, if you kind of like let's go on to like your music. So what is happening at the moment in the Elvis ETA world then with you?
Well, I just set up a live that I'll be doing this Friday, March 19th. It's going to be on at 9 p.m. UK. Uh, that'll be at what was the name of that group? It was the Memphis Flash Elvis tribute artists around the world. I think that was
All
the
right,
name.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so I'll be doing the thing for them this Friday, uh, and it'll be an hour. Like I said, it'll be on at 9 p.m. in the UK. So that's what the difference here would be at. So it'll be on at 4. I think 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock US time.
Yeah,
Because
4 o'clock. Four
we just
o'clock.
set, we just set our clocks ahead 1 hour yesterday. I don't know about Europe. I think you guys do it on the 22nd. I think.
Yes, we do, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So
Um,
so this Friday, that's what I'll be doing.
you got a big following, I see.
Well,
A lot. Well, you have. You got a lot of people following you. What do you think about that?
well, I like that. I like that. I mean, I have a lot of people following me on the comic side of things, and now I'm getting a lot of people following me on the music side of things. I also have a large following of bill collectors. Uh, they look for money. But yeah, I like it. It makes me feel nice that people are following me. People like me. I try to do everything that makes them happy. You can't please everyone, but I can ask. What do you guys want? When I do my lives, I usually use the backtracks, but lately I've been using more of my guitar. So I'll probably
Yeah,
incorporate that more into my lives.
yeah. Can you do a song with us?
A song?
Yeah,
Sure.
with your guitar.
Sure, I got my guitar. I just have to get my lackey to get my guitar. My lackey guitar, or my guitar lackey. Okay, I'll do one. I might mess up because I haven't practiced anything, but
No, you're all right. Don't worry.
let's see what we can do.
We've got some of your fans on here, and
So
I'm
my
sure
fans,
they love to hear you.
I'll try to get the guitar into the camera. I don't know. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Hold me close, hold me tight, make me thrill with delight. Let me know where I stand from the start. I want you, I need you, I love you with all my heart. And every time that you're near, all my cares disappear. Darling, you're all that I'm living for. I want you, I need you, I love you more and more. Well, I thought I could live without romance, until you came to me. But now I know that I will go on loving you eternally. Won't you please be my home? Never leave me alone. 'Cause I die every time we're apart. I want you, I need you, I love you with all my heart. Do 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 do. All right, that
Have a
was
look.
one. Sorry if I
Have
made
a
any mistakes. I didn't practice.
No, that was lovely. We're getting good comments here. Look at this.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you very much, David. Oh, absolutely beautiful. Thank you, absolutely beautiful, Lisa Dennis and James Torres. Thank you very much. It's mafia time. What time is it? Mafia time.
It's mafia time. Yay, yay, yay. Um,
Thank you.
why are you called mafia?
Yeah, a lot of people they ask me that because I live in Chicago, so I guess they believe because I live in Chicago that my name is associated with like the Chicago mobsters and mafia, but that's not it. When I first started doing these ETA covers online, I noticed that everybody had so they incorporated Elvis's name into their little ETA thing. They would have their name, then Elvis, and then their last name or whatever. Uh, so I decided I was going to be Nino Elvis Mafia, as a sort of a play on words for the Memphis Mafia. But after a while, I didn't like the way it sounded, so I just dropped the Elvis name and kept the Mafia. So it just ended up being Nino Mafia as a tribute to the Elvis's Memphis Mafia.
Ah,
So,
right.
so
Okay.
that's why you get Nino Mafia. I'm
Yeah.
not associated in any way with the actual mafia.
Listen, we have you on quite a few times actually, and every time you come up, you draw great big, what can I say, crowds and everything because you're well liked. And yeah, you have, and we got around on my radio at the moment. We got around about 2,000 people on my radio at the
Wow.
moment. And I would like to ask you a few questions. What people's coming in with?
Sure.
Why Elvis? Why did you start singing Elvis? You could have sung anything else.
Well, I do sing a lot of different things, but Elvis, I've always been an Elvis fan. I saw Elvis when I was 4 years old, and after that, I was just hooked for the rest of my life. I got his records and I learned all his songs, and uh, so of all my music heroes, Elvis is ranked number one. And then I listened to everything else, Jimi Hendrix, Led Zeppelin, the Beatles, whatever. But the first one at the top is Elvis. And I also play a lot of blues music because I used to play in some blues bars in Chicago. And so I know Stevie Ray Vaughan and Buddy Guy and Johnny Taylor and all these different kind, Robert Johnson, all these different kind of blues musicians. But the reason I went with Elvis is because I've always been an Elvis fan. I know all of his songs, and I think they're the easiest ones to sing because a lot of the other musical acts that I mentioned, they're pretty complex with their music and their arrangements and all these things.
Hmm. Claire wants to know. She just contacted you on the radio, and she said, "Hi, Nino. Um, if you were, I don't know if you're single, married, or what, but if you had a girlfriend and you had to serenade her, what song would you serenade her with?" Good
Well,
question.
I don't have a girlfriend at the moment, so my wife won't allow it. But uh, uh, I don't know. I'd probably sing her something, one of the old Elvis standards, the old ones, I'll be as strong as a mountain or as weak as a willow tree. Any way you want me, well, that's how I will be. Something like that,
Okay,
which I did
so
used to do in high school.
we got Linda here, and she's from Chicago, and she says, "Hi, Nino. I hear that you do some blues. Can you do some blues now for me?"
Some blues. Okay, sure. Okay. That's something I heard on The Office. Me and the blues. no, that's no, that's just a joke. Here you go. Something like that, and then I'd probably play something like this.
Well done. Well done.
Thank
How
you.
long did it? Russia wants to know. How long did it take you to learn the guitar?
Uh, well, my father used. This is actually my father's guitar. I remember it was a party one night, and my uncle gave it to him as a gift. Uh, but he always had a guitar in the house before this one, and my mother would tell me that I would play on the guitar, but just as like a baby pulling the strings and making noises.
Mm.
But I didn't really start learning how to play the guitar until I was about 7 years old. And it was only because my father came home and I was using the guitar. I turned around and I was hitting rocks with it, kind of like a baseball bat. And he got mad and he got angry and he took it away from me and he said, "That's not how you play with that thing." And he played a song really fast. And then he gave me back the guitar and he said, "That's how you play with it." So I was 7 years old and I got upset that my father was angry with me. So I wanted to, I wanted to show him that, well, okay, I'll learn that song. So I learned the song out of spite. I only used one finger because I didn't have the flexibility that I have now, but I used one finger and I learned how to play most of the song with one finger. And I showed him the next day and he said, "Oh, yeah, well, play this song." And then he played another song. And out of spite again, I wanted to spite him and I learned the second song, but then I liked it. I started liking the guitar. And I learned to play the guitar by ear because back then we had the record players, so you can
Mm.
turn on the power and you can move the record back and forth and listen to the sound. So I learned how to play by ear, and then I learned from a couple of chords and tricks from other different people that play guitars, guitar players. They would show me a few things, And it wasn't until high school I actually got into a guitar class, but I didn't learn anything. They would give us cassettes and tell us to memorize the music the same way,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and that's how since 7 years old, I'll be 50 April 23rd, and I've been playing now then for what 43 years on the guitar,
Good.
self-taught.
Well done. Well done for that. Being 50 soon. Gosh,
Thank you.
I'm nearly 52. But there you go. Um, when you kind of like your father, when you were kind of like learning to play the guitar, did you kind of was it spite, out of spite, or was it that you just wanted to get all the recognition from him?
No, I was actually upset. I was upset that he was angry with me, and he didn't throw the guitar at me, but he kind of like forcefully shoved it back into my hands. He's like, "Well, here." And so I was in that mentality. Well, I'll show him, right? And that's what happened. I wanted to. When I told my father, I think I was maybe 22 or 23. I told him I wanted to. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to play music in the clubs and these things, and he was upset about it because I guess he was only looking out for my best interest. He probably thought you're going to throw your life away. There's nothing good with that, and but later on, when he got sick, I would go visit him, and he would always ask me to play the guitar. And I don't know if it was because he felt guilty, or if he just really liked the way I played, or he wanted me as his entertainment. But I did that.
Mm, yeah. Um, Next question is, if you were on stage with Elvis today, what would you say to him?
If I met Elvis today,
Yeah, yeah.
what would I tell him? Well, first of all, I'd probably say hi. Uh, I don't know. That's a good one. I never thought what I would say to him. What time is it? Or
Okay, okay.
I don't
If
know. I don't.
if you were if you went for audition if you went for audition and Elvis was there as one of the judges, what song would you sing for him?
Well, I probably wouldn't sing any of his songs, um, just because he would have sung all his songs. He probably wouldn't want to hear his own songs, just like he didn't want to see his own movies at the movies. I would probably play him a blues song, because I know he was into the blues. He was a sucker for the blues, as he said. Probably a blues song, either a blues song or a country song.
Well, it's both in it. A blues song and a country. He did quite a lot of music, didn't he? Really?
Well, he did, yeah.
Yeah, he did. Well, um, I know, I know I've said this all the time to you in our interviews together, but a lot of people joining me tonight. Um, and there's one person here saying, um, if you kind of, sorry, if you would play in a concert with Elvis, what song would you sing of Elvis?
If I were playing in a concert with Elvis, I'd probably let Elvis start it off and then sing whatever he was singing. I wouldn't go ahead and take the lead and say, "Okay, everybody, let's sing this song or whatever, kind-hearted woman or whatever." I'd probably follow his lead, whatever. I mean, if he started with Blue Hawaii, I'd probably sing Blue Hawaii with him or whatever. Just an example.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna do a 2 minute thing now. Quick,
Okay,
quick. Okay. So here we go. First question: what's your favorite Elvis film?
my favorite Elvis film is King Creole.
Okay. And if you went into Elvis's home today, and you were, and they said to, and they said, take anything you want, what would you take?
If I went into his home now, I would probably take one of his guns because it'll be the smallest thing, lightest thing. I'm not going to go in and steal the sofa. It's too heavy. But I'd probably take a gun.
Okay. Uh, okay. If Priscilla Presley came up to you today and said something bad about Elvis, what would you say?
I probably wouldn't say anything. I'd probably give her a karate chop in the neck or something. No,
Right.
what would I say? I don't think I'd say. I'd probably get upset about it because she has been saying a lot of negative things about him, and he's not here to defend himself.
Mm.
Uh, that's probably what I would say. I would probably tell her, he's not here to defend himself, so shut your mouth.
Okay. Um, do you ever sing to your Marie wants to know, do you ever sing to your wife? And if so, how often?
What? Well, I sing to her, but it's not complete songs. It's little things, like "Where's my dinner?" and uh, "Wash the clothes." No, I don't. I don't really sing to my wife anymore. I did when we were like boyfriend and girlfriend, but lately my wife, she works late. She does a lot of babysitting, and when she gets home, she wants to relax. And every now and then, she might ask me to sing some song, but that's been a long time. But I don't really sing to her too much anymore.
Okay. Um, here we go. This is a question from me. I sing to my wife quite a few times during the week.
Okay.
Sometimes she tells me to shut up because I'm not in tune. If your wife said to you she wants to hear a song from you, what would it be?
If my wife said to me she wanted to hear a song, well, I'd have to ask her what song she wants me to sing. My wife is not a big Elvis fan, uh, and she's from Peru, so she would probably ask me to sing a Spanish song, which I can do too, but I prefer singing in English. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. Love Me Tender, I guess, or theme song to the Love Boat. I don't know. She never asked me. She never asked me what song to sing to her.
Are you romantic?
Am I what?
Are you romantic?
Oh yeah, I am a romantic. I'm a Taurus. I'm a very romantic guy.
Yeah.
I love pizza
What's that got to do with being romantic with a pizza?
because I have a lifelong love affair with pizza. And I,
Do you like the topping?
what's that?
Do you like the topping?
Yeah, I like the top. I like my pizza sauce makes me hungry for more.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. That's the next show. Um. When you kind of like on, oh no, be serious now. When you're on Facebook doing your kind of like concerts and your stream and everything,
Right.
how do you deal with the nasty people on there? And do you get nasty people?
Uh, I haven't really gotten any uh, negative comments. I did get a couple of like laughing emojis, a couple of angry emojis, but I never know who they are, and I really don't address it. I guess if somebody were to leave a nasty negative comment, I would. I don't know. I guess I probably would address it, but I mean, it's nothing really to me. I mean, when I would play in the bars and clubs, you'd get actual booze and people throwing bottles at you. So a couple of negative words like "you're no good." So so what? I really don't get upset about it. I mean,
The
if you're
trouble
going
is,
to
though,
play, if you're going to be doing this kind of thing, it's to be expected. You have to expect. You can't satisfy everyone. Not everyone is going to like what you're doing, and someone is either going to give you a negative comment or say boo or you're no good or so it's part of the business, I guess.
yeah, the trouble is, though, Nino, people can be horrible, but the trouble is, at the end of the day, I say this that you don't have to be anybody else except for yourself,
Right.
you know. And there's too many people try to kind of like, I see people on Facebook when they're singing like Elvis songs, and they got they all dressed up like him. That's fine. I don't mind that. And they kind of like, and they can't sing like him, but they try. But there's also other people out there who kind of sing but mock him, and I hate it.
Yeah, at least they're trying. Like you said, they can't say no one's ever going to sing like him.
No,
Uh,
no.
uh, and maybe they will dress up in the costumes and the glasses and the
Mm,
wigs, but they're trying. I mean, they're
mm,
trying. It, if you don't like it, just keep going, move, or if you're going to leave a comment, say, I don't like this, and then just leave. You don't have to be negative where you're insulting and offending someone because that's not good
yeah,
either.
no,
That's
no.
pretty rude.
At the end of the day, you kind of like you do what you do. Don't worry about anybody else.
Right.
You kind of like you know. I know people go on there and they think, "Oh, I wish I was like him. I wish I was like that in there." At the end of the day, what you do is what you do, and at the end of the day, at least you got followers and people that you like your singing and like what you do.
Yeah, I mean, you surprise me when you say that I've got a lot of followers. I mean, I come on here and I don't see the number of followers when I turn on the live stream, the StreamYard.
Right.
Uh, but if you're telling me, I'm genuinely surprised
Well,
because
if you go on my Facebook, if you go on my thing now on my radio site, you will see that there's a lot of people on there.
wow, wow.
And I will prove it to you in about 5 minutes. If I say so, I say it. Um, but there you go. There's some
Hey, it's
messages here for you.
always just be positive.
That's it.
Hey,
In life, you've got to be positive, ain't you?
that's my mother, by the way. Love you, mom.
Love you, mum. Hello, mum. But the trouble is, you'll see,
Yes.
what you got to realize is whatever you do in life, you don't do it for everybody else. You do it for yourself.
Well,
And if people like it, fine. People don't. That's their problem, not yours.
right. You have to make yourself self happy. If you're not happy, why are you even doing it? You've got to
You know,
please.
it's up to you, isn't it? What you want to do.
Right.
What does your mum think of you doing? Kind of like going on to Facebook and singing and everything.
Oh, she's always loved it, even before Facebook. At home, if I'm in her house, she'll want me to sing a song. She's recorded a bunch of things on the. She's recorded a lot of things on cassette, on her phone. So my mother's always been there. I appreciate my mother. I love her very much for everything, not only just the music, but she gave me life, and I'm always going to love my mother. But she loves it. I told her about this interview, and she made sure to be here.
Well, that's nice, though, isn't it? When your mum wants to do things like that.
Well, that's good. I think every mother is like that. It's very nice.
So, has your mum been to see you in concert and stuff, or like,
No, you know what? My mother never, only in high school concerts when I would play in high school, uh, stage show type things. But my mother never, when I was playing in the nightclubs and the bars, my mother was never going to show up there. That's not her scene anyway. But she'll watch the videos if I have videos. And if I, like I said, if I visit her and go to her house, I play, sometimes I'll play and sing some things to her. And she doesn't care what it is. It could be Elvis, it could be the Beatles, it could be anything. It could be the ABCs. She
yeah,
just likes
yeah.
to hear me singing.
Okay, let me explain to you about my website, about the radio. This is my radio site.
Okay.
Can you see?
All right. Yes.
So on this side here, it's two people on here. That's me and somebody else doing a rock and roll show at the moment.
Okay.
And here is the people visitors that's on now.
Wow. 7,000, almost 8,000 people. How do you like that?
Yeah, so there you go.
Holy cow.
All right, so
Wow.
that's what my show brings to people. All right, and that's our sponsors there.
That's very impressive. I had no idea.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
maybe 5 or 6 people were watching.
No, no. And on the Facebook at the moment, we've got around about there's 7 on here on on here at the moment, but on the other Facebook we've got around about 200. But
Wow.
that's yeah. So there you go. So,
Wow. What a surprise. I'm glad I'm sitting down.
but see, the trouble is, we don't kind of like when we say we got people on, with our radio station, we kind of like we try to look after all our guests.
Uh-huh.
And people join us all the time. We got a big following, and because that's what we do.
Wow. I mean,
So
I have my YouTube channel and I've got the SoundCloud, but I never stopped to count any number of followers or anything like that. That's a
well,
shock
there
to
you
me.
go. The
Wow.
trouble is, so what we do is right. We when we have people on our shows, what we do is like we kind of like two things that we look at is the followers, what how many people you attract, right? So you're attracting quite a few people at the moment to our pages. So
Wow.
what we do, and that's why we keep on having you back all the time, all right? Because we do. That's what we do. This is the way we work. See? Yes. You know, don't you?
Okay.
You do know, and that's the way we work. So, um, but we also kind of like, we don't ask you for nothing. We do it because we want to help people, and we want to promote your music. So if you got music, we promote it,
That's very
but at
nice.
the same time, we just get free advertising.
Thank you very much.
That's
Interesting
how
to
the
know.
way we work. So,
Wow.
yeah, there you go. With the music that you're kind of like doing, I was told that you also do like Spanish music. Is that right?
I do.
Flamingo music, I've been told.
Well, I don't know if it's called flamenco or classical or whatever, but it was just music that I learned listening to my father. Different kind of music, Spanish music. Something like he would always play this song, and it's the same chords, but he would always have different words. I can't remember all the words, but then he would also play something like that kind of stuff. You
Well
know,
done. I'll tell you what. Before you put the guitar down, can you sing us the last song?
sing a song, sing an
Yeah.
outro song.
Well,
Uh,
sing any song you want. The last one.
uh, all right. I don't know what. Okay. Well, put me on the spot, Steve. So I'm going to think of something. I'll just play this one. Well, you heard about love, give a sight to the blind. My baby loving caused the sun to shine. She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's my sweet little baby. I'm her little lover boy. Hey, I love my baby like the finest of wine. Stick with her until the end of time. She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's my sweet little baby, and I'm her little lover boy.
Nino, you're a good man. You're a good man. Hello,
Thank you very
Paul
much.
Campbell. Hello. Well, thank you very much for joining me tonight. It's
Thank you
been
very
a
much for having me.
pleasure. It's been a pleasure as always. And
Pleasure is mine.
and you know, I hope you stay safe over there because we still got this rubbish
Yeah.
disease going around. And you take care.
You too.
And thank you very much everybody for joining us tonight.
Thank you,
Part of your
everybody.
Yeah, there quite a few. Got quite a few people on here.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, you got quite a few. And yeah, everybody's saying hi and
Hi,
well done,
everybody.
Hartman. There you go. Okay, so guys, thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget tomorrow we got more guests tomorrow. In the meantime, Stephen here is going to come off the computer, lie down, and go to
Hi,
sleep,
everybody.
and say bye to Nino. Bye.
Bye.
There you go. So don't forget, follow Nino. Brilliant, really good, really good. And thank you, Paul. Hello, Paul. Thank you, everybody, for following us. Don't forget, we got more guests on tomorrow. Come and say hi anytime you want. In the meantime, good night, God bless, and take care of yourselves. Bye bye.